Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of 2 active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. So this week is the first week of Q2, and I'm excited to change up my system just a little bit. And I have some new stickers from Etsy. They are beautiful tulips that I am excited to use in my planner. And then I have some Old Faithfuls from Proud Sticker Designs where you can order whatever size boxes you want and whatever color you want. I picked the light pink and the tan. And of course, I have some washi tape. I have some script washi tape as well as that green grid washi tape, and we'll just see what we end up using. I haven't used that script yet, so I'd like to get that on the page and try it out. I also have my pouch of pins and markers and such. I have some whiteout tape, but I definitely am planning on using my friction highlighters this week and use them a lot. So let me grab those. I'm going to just throw back whatever else I'm not planning on using. And there's my tool pen that I was looking for. But let me grab these highlighters and then we will get started with the new spread for the week. I did go ahead and put my highlighters in a pen cup. We'll see if they actually stay there, but we'll start with them there. I am going to go ahead and hole punch my packet in the hopes that it will help me keep track of my pages a little bit better. I feel like when I have a big stack of papers and I start flipping them back and forth, they just get out of order easier if they're not hole punched. So I am keeping the same faith page that I've been using, and then I'm going to try to use the HB90 planner, and I have made a few tweaks to it, especially this weekly page, but I do want to make it work for me. I do want to try out the full system. I took her class and I just wanted to try something that I feel like is a full program and it's not me piecing different parts together. So I'm going to try out her system the way that she taught it. And then after this quarter, I will try something or tweak it if I need to. I'm really looking forward to the weekly spread, but the daily is what I think has been missing. I did keep the daily pretty much the same as it was. I just took off the days and I thought I would decorate by putting the days in, maybe not this spread, but in general. And I am going to speed this up because this took me a very long time. I will put in some timestamps just so you can skip around if you want to, but I really wanted to go through this process and I did go ahead and record it just so you can see what I'm doing as well. And if you can't see them, there are dot grids in each of the blocks. And I'm just going to use the dots to lay out an hourly calendar. I am going to be trying to work in half-hour task blocks. So we'll see how that works. I do use the Pomodoro method frequently. So that's 25 minutes of work and a 5-minute break. But I haven't quite used task blocks in this way. I do still want to put some decor down on the page, so I thought if I just put the date up at the top, put a little decor in, left room for my meal planning, as well as errands or different communications. I know that I have some phone calls and emails that I need to make, so I'm going to go ahead and break up that section in the bottom where I would normally just put my errands. And I apologize for jumping around a little bit in advance, but I like to start on my weekly spread, but I'm not really sure that with this system I should have started on the weekly spread, which is why I end up jumping around a little bit. I am going to stick one more box down before we get too far into things, and that is my friendiversary with my bestie. And I just want to note that on the day. I did leave some space before the timeline so that I can put birthdays and anniversaries and things like that. But I also wanted to leave plenty of space down below to write out the to-do items that don't quite fit in the time block area. And I'll show you what I mean here in a little bit. I am going to use my friction pen and highlighters for this whole spread so that if I make a mistake or things move around, I can easily do that. The beauty of this particular plan is you plan out the entire week, and then if things need to change, you change it on your daily schedule instead of here on the weekly schedule. But I like to try to at least keep my appointments correct on my weekly schedule. So Monday, we're technically still on spring break and I am off work, and I might do a few things, but for the most part, I want to still be on vacation. I have made a conscious choice that I am doing only the very bare minimum for my work or for my passion, which is this, or anything really. I am going to take a true vacation this year. Normally, I work part of any vacation, but this spring, I really just truly need the break. So I'm taking it. My plan is to not put any tasks in Monday, but we'll see what happens here in a few minutes. So I'm just marking out all of the pre-planned activities that are already scheduled. I have already drawn up a rough schedule of how I want my weeks to flow, and then I have tweaked it for what is going on this week so that I'm making sure that I'm working my full-time job. I'm working on my passion project. I still get house stuff done. The kids stuff is all happening. The only thing that may not be on this is my son's in-cars and soccer practices. Neither one of them have a set schedule yet, so I may have to adjust just a little bit for those things. I did invest in a bigger friction eraser because I figured as I got into this, I would make mistakes. And I do sometimes have a hard time just lining up the lines. I probably should get a ruler out to do this, but I do appreciate having the larger friction eraser. And it doesn't seem to smear like sometimes the friction erasers smear. I feel like if I've gotten something on them or I don't really know when they smear, but sometimes they do. So this bigger friction eraser definitely is helpful. But everything is going to be color coded. The gray is going to be routines. Purple is for my kids' appointments. The peachy orange is for my actual day job. Green is for household things. Pink is for my passion, making all the plans. And blue is for my workouts. I also have yellow for any like downtime that I've scheduled, which this particular week there won't be a lot of it since Monday basically is a full day of downtime. And then the darker pink is going to be making all the plans, admin tasks. The other thing that I like about this system is that it is very flexible. My daughter has 2 physical therapy appointments, and both kids have hair appointments this week, and I can quickly look at the schedule and see if I can move things around or if I'm going to need to take time off of my day job in order to make those things happen. So I just like to be able to quickly look at my schedule and see what things can shift around and what things can't. So the other thing about this particular week that is not normal is that on Sunday I will need to block off time to finish the taxes and get them submitted. Let me throw on just a little bit of music as I finish drawing out my schedule for the week. This did take a little bit of time, but I think it will get faster when I do it each week. And I plan on just keeping the colors the same as I go along. So hopefully that again will help it be a little quicker each week. If you want to just skip ahead, go ahead and just skip to the next chapter. I know that I was hoping to not write anything down for Monday, but I did write just a couple things, and that was spring break, just as a reminder. That's why I don't have things written here. Grocery order so that I can order online and then pick up my groceries on Tuesday, and Q2 content planning, which I hope to have completed before this particular day. I'm hoping to actually have it done before I leave on vacation, but just in case I don't, maybe I could take an hour or two Monday evening and finish that up. So these two sections did not have grid in them, so I did decide to go ahead and put in lines for my dinner, my communication, and my errands lists. And I'm already going to have this all laid out so that when I do go to put my grocery order in, then I already have the list of items that I need to order. I would put my grocery order in early, but just in case any of the schedule shifts, I don't want to have to also shift my grocery pickup order. So I think the 10-15 minutes it'll take me to put in the grocery order, it won't be a big deal. But Monday is going to be out. Tuesday, I'm taking a tater tot casserole out for dinner out of the freezer. And then Wednesday, we'll do chicken fried rice. And I always have to buy more chicken than for one meal. So on Friday, we'll have chicken salad sandwiches. And then Thursday, we'll have steak, sweet potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. I do know that I need to email Kenzie's principal, and if I haven't already by this point, I need to schedule Ben's in cars. And I know that there's an Amazon return that came yesterday that's sitting here being ready to be returned. So that can be done when I get home as well. So I am going to use this bottom section to schedule in things for home and making all the plans. And today I'm just going to write the things that I need to do on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, I will plan out the rest of the week. I am currently recording this on the March 23rd and March 24th before we leave on vacation. So I don't have it all solidified in my head yet, but I'm hoping that by next Tuesday, I'll be able to get the rest of it down on paper. I've got a really good start to the plan. Now I just need to flesh out a few more parts. So, on the weekly spread, the idea is to just write down the things that you think you're going to get to on those days. And then on the daily spread, those are the things that you're planning out for that specific day, given how much you've gotten done the previous day. So on Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning, that's when I'll plan out Wednesday. I'm going to try to get it done before I go to bed the night before because I know that I need to hit the ground running in the morning to be successful. That has always been when I've been the most successful, is when I get up and get things done in the morning. I will admit that I have been on the struggle bus, so it's definitely going to be an adjustment. I'm hoping that spring break really will give me that rest that I need in order to start my April out right. I definitely don't want to stop decorating my pages, but I can foresee them not being as decorated as even recently. I am tending to go even more functional instead of more decorative. Although I did love last week's decorative spread, I don't see many of those in my future. So I really like how the week is looking. Now let's move on to another page in the spread. I thought about jumping to Tuesday, but then I decided that I need to work through all of the actual pages of this planner before I can get to Tuesday. So I am going to go ahead and decorate my faith area just so it's done. It is the funnest part of the planner to decorate since it is fairly decorative compared to the other pages, but I am going to go ahead and use the script washi a little bit and put down some images before we move on to anything else. So I'm going to put down the tulips that are sitting on the desk. Originally, I thought about this grouping of tulips, but I wanted something that made sense there, and I felt like that didn't make sense if I put something else with it. So I put down the one that looks like a desk, and then I was hoping the other one looked kind of like a shelf by the desk. I don't know if that makes sense. I just wanted more up there, so that's how I achieved that. And then I'm going to rip some of that script washi and put it down at the bottom of the page. and then layer a few more images from this very pretty tulip set down below. And even though it looks like I'm going to have a lot of stickers left over, I do plan on using them throughout the week on the daily spreads. I'm not going to need a ton, but I am going to go ahead and put some on each day. And I think that the bigger stickers may actually work better on the daily pages. We'll have to wait and see, but I think I wish I would have printed some of the girls out in a bigger size. I did go ahead and print them smaller just because I thought that they would end up being huge. Anyway, let's jump back into the HB90 pages. I am going to work through my tasks and estimating my task blocks for the week. But you set three big goals for the quarter, and those for me are making all the plans, personal, and home. And I do have other goals that I want to do this quarter, like reading and things like that, but those I will incorporate into everything else that I'm doing. So for making all the plans, I'm really trying to grow my subscribers. So if you have subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, but you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. So the things that I need to do in order to grow my channel are to finalize my content calendar for both YouTube and Instagram. I really need to work on Instagram. It kind of scares me, so I've been resistant, but I really just need to dive in. And then I have 4 videos that I want to record and edit and schedule, as well as looking at business taxes and then posting 3 Instagram stories or reels or something. I'm trying to just post a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy right out of the gate. I need to learn a little bit more about Instagram. Then for personal, I'm really trying to not necessarily lose weight, but be healthier and start running more. I miss my running. I got hurt, and so I stopped for a long time, and now I'm trying to get back into it. So, really, I'm trying to get back to where I was feeling really good about my body and about my health. For my home goal, it's really around getting my son to drive. But in this particular week, I'm really going to just focus on my taxes and getting the household taxes completed and submitted. And then I'm going to estimate how much time I think those things are going to take. So I said for the Q2 content calendar, I put 8 task blocks, which is 4 hours. And I've already spent some time on that. So I'm guessing that it won't actually be 8 task blocks for this particular week. My YouTube videos vary depending on the type of video it is. Taxes, I've already just blocked off a day, so I'm not going to estimate any time. And then for each Instagram post, I'm guessing 3 task blocks just because I'm not real quick at it yet. For the personal items, I already have those blocked in on my calendar for different times during the day, so I'm not worried about those being in the project or task list or needing estimates. I pretty much know that my 45-minute workout in the morning is going to take 45 minutes. So now I'm going to jump back to my weekly page as well as my Tuesday page and look at those tasks for making all the plans. But the first thing I'm going to start with is just copying over those task blocks for the day. And I'm going to write in my friend anniversary with my bestie, but then I'm going to go ahead and fill out that time blocking section. So it just starts with my morning routine. Then my daughter has physical therapy, and then I go to work. So I'm going to be at work this day. I have 2 meetings during the day. And then on my way home, I will pick up the groceries that I ordered on Monday and make dinner. And then I'll spend an hour on making all the plans. I'll take a break and do my evening routine. And then I will do a little work on making all the plans again. And you may wonder why I do my evening routine in the middle of my task block. And that's normally because the kids aren't necessarily home by 8 o'clock, depending on sports schedules. So I don't want to do my evening routine that early, but I want to do it before my husband goes to bed. So I will do my evening routine at 9 o'clock. But I'm really liking the color coding and being able to just glance at my planner and know what is going to get done when. I'm not doing a workout on Tuesday this week just because I'm not sure I'll be able to get up and get moving Tuesday morning, especially since my daughter has to be at physical therapy at 7:30, so it'll be a little tight in the morning compared to a normal morning. So I'm just writing down my AM routine because I'm really trying to get back into it. And on this particular day, I'm going to do my Monday tasks as well. So weigh in and measurements. So weigh in is every Monday, and my measurements are the first of the month, but I won't be home on Monday morning. So I will do those things Tuesday morning. Shower, straighten the bathroom, straighten the bedroom, start a load of laundry, get my vitamin C ready, put collagen usually in my coffee. I'm debating on whether I'm quitting coffee or not. And then I need to take the freezer meal out for dinner. And then for my evening routine, I want to put away the laundry, do my teeth, lotion, lay out my workout clothes, track my food, and make sure I closed my rings. And normally I switch the laundry when I'm making dinner, so I am able to fold it and put it away before I go to bed. So for making all the plans, I normally record my monthly goals and reset on the first of the month, but since again, I will still be on vacation that day, I am going to try to get it recorded on Tuesday night, which shouldn't be a problem. It won't get edited and posted until later, but I think that's okay. Hopefully you guys will forgive me. And then I want to choose my favorite pens and markers for a video, check my comments, and do my trackers for making all the plans since it is the beginning of the month. And I'm just making sure that the list on Tuesday on my weekly matches up with the list on Tuesday of the daily. So let's slow this video back down and just take a look at what we've done. This again is just my faith page. And then I have a list of tasks for my goals and some time blocking guesstimates. And then I have my weekly spread, which of course I have this a little messed up. So my weekly spread, and then I go into my daily spreads. And Monday, of course, being left blank because spring break is still going on. But generally speaking, I would have filled out Monday and not Tuesday. But I feel pretty good about these spreads and I'm excited to use this. I will link the heart breathings information down below in case you're interested in the plan. I love watching her videos. Her name is Sarah, but they're very in-depth and I feel like she's talking to very busy people, unlike some channels where it's very decorative and it just doesn't fit my lifestyle right now. So I'm very excited to give this system a try and be able to track my items a little bit better. But thanks for coming along with me. I hope that everybody has a great start to their April, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!